doing?
Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Next Station Ronkonkoma. This is episode number 36, if my count is right, which I think it is.
Yep.
I am your host, Danny, and...
I'm your host, Ashley.
That's my wife. We're sorry.
We're a little rusty here, because it's been a minute.
Been a minute. It's been
back.
like 2 weeks again.
Shh. It's been a minute. I don't actually like that saying, but
What, been a minute?
yeah. It's weird. Because it's obviously been more than 1 minute.
Yeah. How many minutes are in 2 weeks?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. We're very sorry.
We're not, because we're just busy. And
Bro.
everybody gets busy.
We made a promise, so we weren't going to skip any weeks or be consistent every Tuesday, 8 a.m., new episode. Well, and then we fucked all that up. I don't think we
promised.
We were pretty...
I didn't pinky promise anybody.
We were pretty adamant. Pinky promise anybody. I'm just saying, like, I am sympathetic for all my listeners. All of our listeners. I'm sorry. We know it's... We give you guys something to look forward to every Tuesday, hopefully, if you're an avid listener. But we've had a lot going on lately, so we are, as a group of two people, we apologize that we've been a little busy, but we should be back into it now, and we should be back and consistent every Tuesday, 8 a.m. on all your podcast platforms, and every Wednesday on YouTube. Hopefully.
Yeah, Danny is sorry and making false promises again.
I'm not.
Just kidding.
There was no promise in there. It was just we should be.
Should.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Using the correct adjectives.
Here we are.
Yep.
It's almost March.
It is. And
where is this year going?
It's flying. But we're now in podcast studio number 4.
Is that how many?
Yeah.
Still bashing the mic.
It was the thing, not the mic. Yeah, 4. 1, 2,
3, 4. Yeah, I guess so.
This should be the last studio for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
Unless we do travel episodes.
We might.
Never know. But, yeah. We started this podcast as a Long Island-based podcast, and now we're down south.
Yeah, now we moved.
But that's okay, because we're still from Long Island.
Exactly.
Can't change that.
Yeah.
And everybody's judging us for it. Not really.
We've been down here for a couple weeks. No.
I feel judged, but...
Yeah.
I think that's also like a Long Island or New York thing.
Yeah.
That you just feel like everybody's judging you, or like... I don't know. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. We're,
Tell people mind your fucking business. And
we're a younger couple with tattoos and no children, and we live in the South now, so...
Speaking of just to give an example, can I just talk about this restaurant review?
Yes.
Because, so, obviously, we're new here. We've been, looking up places, stores, and restaurants and whatever, Googling everything and just trying to learn the area. So, we looked up... It was a Ruby Tuesday.
All you Long Islanders know about Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah.
Salad bar. Sorry.
we didn't have any more on Long Island. Like, there was very few, if any, left.
Yeah.
Either way, so we're like, oh, cool, they have one. Like, maybe let's go. And I'm looking at, just to see what the reviews are, just out of curiosity. I mean, it's a Ruby Tuesday. Like, you're not getting, top-notch food. Like, it's whatever. But, you go for the salad bar, clearly. So, one of the reviews, I wish I took a screenshot of it.
You can probably go back and find it.
Because, yeah, basically, I believe it was a man, I don't know, left a review and left a bad review based solely on the physical appearance of his servers. He basically said...
Not servers, waitstaff.
I'm sorry, waitstaff. I'm going to find it real quick just for proving a point. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves while I look this up.
But yeah, we were just like looking around the area, see what's like what's there. We've never lived down here before in Tennessee, and like we've come through here when we were driving the tractor trailer, but we never like this specific area. Never really too much. Like we came down here.
I found it.
Okay, we came down here. We found the house. I googled big garage homes, found it. We came down for the home inspection, loved it, and then basically we bought it. Then Ashley came down. Ashley came down with her dad once. I came down with a couple of friends once, and then like we moved in, but we didn't really know too much about the area. We were just going based off of like what our friends down here were saying, like, oh, it's a nice area, this and that, whatever. But now Ashley can tell you the review.
Yes. So the review is left by Phil.
Phil.
1 star.
Damn
1 out of 5.
Damn it, Phil.
I couldn't even like read this with a serious face. So his review was, waited forever to get waited on after being seated. Had one tattooed girl training another heavily tattooed girl was a giant turnoff. Salad bar was not kept up properly at all. Bathrooms were dirty and several tables had food scraps under them. Now I know why all the Ruby Tuesdays are going out of business. Just a bad experience. I would never go back there again. Like, what the fuck does the tattooed girl training the other heavily tattooed girl, that ruined your experience?
It was a major turnoff for him.
Bro.
Phil.
I read that and I was like, you know, come summertime, you know, our tattoos are out. I'm like, are people going to be fucking like eyeing us up and
yes,
being offended by us because we have tattoos? Damn.
Not only the tattoos, but like I said, we're both not heavily tattooed, I would say, but we're both moderately tattooed.
Yeah, like they're visible.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have like face tattoos or
right.
Still, like, even if we did, what like
the guy at the DMV today, he had neck tattoos.
Yeah,
I think he had
like,
a tattoo on his cheek.
I've seen quite a few like tattooed people down here. Like I don't know. It's a different world, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely a different world.
Somewhat. It depends on what area you're in too. Like
right.
Apparently, like Danny said, we didn't know this area specifically too much, but the area that we are in specifically is part of what is known as Bible Belt of the South.
I think all of yeah, not just like our specific little area.
No, I'm saying it's part of.
Okay, yeah.
Like our area is part of the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Churches
I don't
everywhere.
know how long this belt runs or where or I don't know, but
we're in it.
Churches everywhere. And all different churches. Like there's Baptist, there's
Methodist.
Yeah.
I don't even know, yeah.
I saw a Jehovah's Witness place.
Okay.
Is it a church? I don't know. I saw that.
A church of a place of religion.
Yeah, like clearly we don't belong in an area like this.
Clearly it's been a while since we've attended a church, but
we got married in a chapel at the venue.
At the catering hall.
Yeah. Still called the chapel.
Yeah.
But like I am not one to judge. If you follow a religion, if you're religious, like whatever, that's good for you. But like, don't judge me for not being that way. Right. I'm not judging you for being that way. So vice versa.
I think day 1 or day 2, when we were like officially like living here, we've had to go to the post office numerous times.
Way too many times.
We know the people at the post office. They know us. We know them. Like not on a first name basis yet, because we don't wear name tags. But like
they know our address.
They know our address.
Oh, yeah.
We walk in, they're like, oh, you know them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think day 1 or day 2 when we went to the post office, Ashley said that the lady that was parked behind me in my truck was judging the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah.
For what my back window says. Or my license plate frame. I'm not sure which one. It could have been both.
Yeah, she was definitely looking at your back window stickers.
Oh.
Maybe the license plate also.
Maybe.
But yeah, she had a...
I still have my New York plates on.
Yeah, she had a not a good face on.
She wasn't happy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ethel.
No, she wasn't even, like, old.
Oh, no?
No.
I'm sorry, Karen. Jovi.
What is she doing?
She was up on her fucking back legs, but she'd jump on your desk. All right. But,
Cats.
fucking cats. But, you know, like, my back window, I'm pretty sure I've said it on here before. It says classy as fuck. So, maybe not the best way to say hello. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've backed my truck into my driveway every day. I've been here because I don't want people, like my neighbors, look at my back window and be like, oh, look at these fucking degenerates who just moved in.
So we don't get vandalized.
Yeah. God. I also, like, we got rid of the New York license plates like right away.
Immediately.
Like, first day. We're like, oh, let's go to the DMV.
Yeah, because honestly, like, we've heard stories about, like, because they don't take too kindly
to us Northerners.
Yeah, especially New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Apparently. So, yeah,
I think day one, we went to the post office, then went right to DMV because it was right down the road.
Yeah, that's true. And we literally got our plates Yeah. Maybe it was our second day here. But no, it was okay.
We tried to get our licenses day 1 too, but we couldn't.
Yeah, we didn't have all the proper paperwork.
Exactly.
But very easy processes.
You go to
processes.
You go to a New York DMV. You're going to like a state building, and you gotta wait there for 45 minutes. You gotta fill out 20 forms and pay like $200 to register your car.
Yeah.
We walked in here, just proof of residency and our titles, and they're like, "Here you go, $80 per car."
Yeah, here's your plate.
I'm like, what?
One plate. Yep.
Like, ain't that some shit? Like, what?
And
so
then,
easy. And no wait. Walked right in.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But then Danny found out that he got one of the very few newer plates.
2. One for each truck.
Both of them.
My license plates, I've wanted this my entire life. My license plates are off by one number.
Yeah,
it's like 430,
cool.
431. But both plates, I wasn't given an option. Ashley was given an option. Like, oh, do you want 10?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We sat at 2 different desks. And again, it was like no counters, no waiting area. Well, there was a waiting area.
Yeah.
There was no waiting. Like, you just went to some person's desk and they just did it for you right then and there.
Yeah.
So the lady that I had, when she was picking out my plate or whatever, she's like, oh, like you can pick a special one, whatever, for $30 more, whatever it is, or a regular one. And she's like, do you want it to say "In God We Trust" or not? And I was just kind of like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm like, she's probably going to judge me for saying no. So I was just like, it doesn't matter. Whatever you give me.
Yeah.
So she gave me the one, it says TennesseeVacations.com, like TNVacations.com.
Yeah.
So that's what mine says, like under the license plate number.
And that's what literally everyone else's plate says around here.
Literally, yeah. You look around, everybody has TennesseeVacations.com.
Not Danny.
Danny has "In God We Trust."
This lady looked at me, she's like, y'all need Jesus. Here you go.
She didn't give Danny the option. She just gave him that. And you wouldn't have even noticed if, like, I didn't point it out.
Yeah.
Because we were, like, looking at our plates, and we're like, oh, cool. And I'm like, oh, yours is one number off. And I was like, oh, you got the "In God We Trust"? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, oh, she asked me, like, which one I wanted. And he's like, what the And since then, we've been looking around, like, as we drive around or, you know, we're in parking lots or whatever, just out of curiosity, looking at everybody else's plate. I think we've seen, like, one other person that had "In God We Trust."
One other person.
In the past 2 weeks.
And it's, like, if you believe or whatever, if you're religious, you're not religious, I don't care. either way, whatever it is, it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit there and judge you. You're not gonna like just don't judge me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Whatever you believe in, you believe in. But like, it's just very much so here. Very much like a lot of
very extreme.
Yeah.
Extremely religious and
it's like, I get it, you know, in the South it's a very big thing. Even back home, there's certain
there's a lot of churches.
Yeah. But it's just like it's very much a part of everything down here.
Oh yeah. Like every store you go into you see, you know, God bless this home, decorations, bless this and like, you know, I'm not against it. It's just like Danny said, it's very over the top, especially like if you're not used to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the license plate thing was funny because again, it's like it's not like you're against it, but it's just the point that
it's there. It's on both
and
my trucks now.
Nobody else has.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
And I was
sorry about that.
There was like they had every option for a license plate on the wall too. Like there was like 40 different options. You want bears, you want volunteers, you want...
Oh, yeah, there was a lot.
There's a Jeep license plate. There was everything you could possibly think of.
Yeah, some of them were really cute. And
I was looking over the wall. I'm like, ooh, I might get this one. This one's pretty cool. And I'm like... Then she's like, oh, it's an extra like $30 or $50 per plate. I'm like, oh, I'm registering 2 trucks right now. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do it right this second. If anything, I'll come back and get it later. But like...
Yeah, you could always upgrade.
Yeah, and also Tennessee registrations, it's only good for 1 year.
Yeah.
So next year I'll do it. I don't know, whatever. Right now we're just going to roll into the next thing here. When we came down here, Ashley is still working. And I've been actively freeloading for 2 weeks. Not really. We left on Tuesday and I had a interview on Thursday. Mm-hmm. And he's like, when can you start? I'm like, I could start next Tuesday, you know, the day after President's Day, because we were going to try and get furniture on President's Day sale, whatever. I didn't even know it was a big thing until everyone said, like, oh, President's Day sale, you know, it's good.
Yeah, we moved on a good week.
Yeah. But he's like, oh, I can't start you that soon. I can start you the week after. But I had a job interview the next day, basically. So Wednesday, we tried to do licenses and plates, and then Thursday, I had my interview. Right. And he's like, when can you start? I'm like, right now, basically, like next Tuesday. And he's like, nope, 1 more week. But whatever. So I was...
It worked out though because we got a lot done. Yeah. So it was good and we managed. But yeah, I've been pretty much working the whole time. Like we drove down on a Tuesday. I took off like that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. And just
that drive. It's a hell of a drive.
Oh my god. With cats.
The cats weren't even a problem, really.
It was more stressful for me, probably, but...
Very. You were stressing out over the cats. Excuse me, I was stressing out over the drive.
I mean, the drive, too. It was... Oh, my gosh.
We left... We were going to leave early, but, like, we didn't really get much sleep. That was a problem. And then also, Ashley had to try and trap the cats in their carrier. She was measuring the back seat of my truck for like a hard plastic, like, you know, the old school like cat carrier.
Well, it was more of like a dog crate because it was bigger. Like
she wanted the cats to have plenty of room to walk around.
Yeah, and they wanted them in one carrier together.
Right. And then she goes on Amazon and she orders this cat villa with 2 separate rooms. With plenty of room for like mountain lions in this thing for the 2 cats, not her 2, they're our cats, whatever. And it's like they have like their little section with their beds in it, and then they have a section for their litter box, which is cool. Like, but
I don't think they used it.
They never used.
Terrified, but
like there's this huge thing took up my entire back seat now. I'm sitting there like we're trying to pack as much as we can into like. Long story short, it was my truck, a crew cab pickup, and then we had a 2-car trailer with my other truck and her car on it. Mm-hmm. And that was it. No moving van. No. Whatever we could fit in all of this in the three cars. I thought it was 3. It's just 2 now because cats have a villa.
Well, you put stuff in the bed of your truck.
Yeah.
Too.
But
both beds.
Both beds.
Vehicles. Yeah.
Like everything was jam-packed.
Oh, yeah.
And we're sitting there like... I'm like, oh, I got stuff in the back seat, like pushed over to one side because I thought the cats, like, no, their villa was going back there, so clear everything off. But
They loved it. Just kidding. They hated it.
They're
very
petrified.
much so, but they survived.
It was supposed to be a 14-hour at most drive from New York to Tennessee, but it took us 20 hours. Excuse me.
Yeah, 20.
Because we left when New York was getting hit with a storm, and it was coming up from
worst.
Tennessee. But like we just wanted to get there, and we wanted to be there on before Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was the worst. Like, ideally, we should have left on Monday instead of Tuesday.
Yeah.
But we couldn't do that because I had doctor's appointments, whatever.
And sleep.
And yeah, that was the other thing. We needed sleep, and because of I had to get a treatment on Monday for my MS, and that makes me very much more tired.
Yeah.
Was that English?
I'm not sure there. Let's roll with it.
That makes me very tired and just achy and just not feeling great. And we left the day after that, and that was rough. So Danny had to do most of that 20-hour drive.
Yeah.
I still can't believe it took us that long.
Well,
I was worried about 14 hours with cats. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel so bad. Like, they're going to be with us for this, and 20 fucking hours.
And the whole thing was like, I've never had that trailer fully loaded like that.
Right.
It was just we took it to Pennsylvania once with my truck and the golf cart on it for a show. This was the first like long distance trip with it, and you know, it was, you know, just do the best we can here, but
Yeah, in a fucking snowstorm.
in a snowstorm. And also when we put both cars on it, like the tires looked a little low, so we like pulled away from your house like 4:30 in the morning. We stopped at a gas station, put air in the tires, didn't really do shit because it wasn't meant to do 80 psi. It was like 35 for an average car. But we got into PA, and it was like around 12 when we stopped because of the snow, and like we got stuck behind a tractor trailer doing 25. So that slowed us down a lot.
Yeah, we didn't really hit bad snow until Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But it literally, took like 8 hours just to get from Long Island through Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And that was, because the snow really started coming down. So and it was slippery.
Yeah.
Like it was heavy, wet, like slushy snow.
I tried to go around the tractor trailer and I couldn't do it because the truck just started getting squirmy. I'm like, nuh-uh,
Nope.
back behind it.
Literally on a 3-lane highway.
3-lane highway.
Just one lane.
Yeah.
Because that was all that was plowed enough for you to drive in. But it wasn't even plowed yet. It was just from all the cars, the tire tracks, basically.
Yeah.
You just had to stay, doing 25 for miles and miles and miles. And then there was a tractor trailer that jackknifed and blocked the entire roadway.
Yeah.
So that we were literally sitting for an hour?
For about an hour.
At least.
We sat there and the storm passed us faster than we drove through it. Because we were just sitting there.
Because we were going and I was like, all right, like we're going to get through it. Like, and then just dead stop. And the snow was just coming down. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah. And then the snow was affecting the magnets on the trailer brakes because there's electric brakes on the trailer. So that was giving me an issue. It wasn't too bad. It's just like, it was like throwing error codes on my trailer brake controller. And then I wanted to stop at a truck stop, put air in the tires of the trailer, because it was running pretty low, like on air. So I tried stopping. I attempted once, couldn't even get into the truck stop. It was just packed. And then we went to another one and finally put air in the tires. But then after that, it was free flow when we started moving again. But it just stopping for diesel, and then like it was just a process.
Yeah. It was literally 8 hours to get through Pennsylvania, and then the rest of the trip was like 11 hours.
Yeah. It was rough.
To get from Maryland, basically, to Tennessee. Whew.
And then we finally
that was not fun.
Yeah, we finally got here at like 2 in the morning?
It was,
And so it's 2:00 in the morning.
Well, stupid us. We're like, oh, we'll leave around 3 or 4 a.m. from Long Island, thinking we'd get here before dark.
Right.
Because we got the trailer and the 2 cars. Like, to unload that shit, we wanted to get here with daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We got here.
Mother Nature was like, nope.
Yeah. Our neighborhood that we're in now is extremely quiet. Very quiet. More quiet. Ashley and I both lived off of main roads our entire lives. Mm-hmm. And now we're like in the neighborhood. And it's just very, very, I can't express, it's very quiet here.
Yeah.
So we pull up at 2:00 in the morning. And my truck, like, it's a diesel, yes, but it's a very quiet diesel. GMC, like the Duramax engine is just very quiet, whatever. So the only thing you hear now is me undoing ratchet straps, pulling the ramps out of the trailer as quiet as possible.
Well, even going through the neighborhood a little bit because it's very hilly.
Yeah.
It's like windy, hilly roads.
Narrow roads, too.
Right, narrow. So you got your diesel with the trailer on the back loaded. Like, it's screaming a little bit going up the hills.
A little bit. And it's like I said, the windy roads, like there's two main ways to get to our house. Like, there's the one way, it's like a lot more hills through the neighborhood, or the back way. So I'm going the back way, but it's still very narrow roads. I'm basically driving down the middle of a one way each way road that's windy.
So there's nobody around, luckily.
No one's out there, but I got a 40-foot trailer, and it's just ditches on the either side of the road.
Yeah, no guardrails.
Yeah. Don't fuck up. Like, it was, we were tired. We just wanted to get here.
Oh my God.
Just wanted to go to bed. The first night we got here, we still slept on an air mattress because we were just tired.
Yeah, exhausted.
But we're all good now. We're here.
We're here.
Like I said, I was not trying to piss off the neighbors at 2:00 in the morning with the ramps, but the loudest thing...
Trying to be as quiet as possible.
The loudest thing that night was my Sonoma.
Yeah. Yeah, your fucking exhaust getting off the trailer.
Yeah.
And then up the driveway. Because our driveways are on a little bit of an incline. Not as bad as some of these houses around here, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, like... And, I don't know. A lot of people, when we tell them we moved to Tennessee, they think we're, like, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And we're really not.
No.
So, like, we have neighbors all around us. Like, the houses are not on top of each other like they are in New York.
Yeah, it's not like Nassau County, but...
Right. But we still have neighbors.
Think of, like, East End, Long Island.
I guess so, depending on what part.
Like...
Some of those houses are very spread out, too.
Alright, think of, like... I don't fucking know.
I'm just saying, like, we have neighbors. It's not like we're...
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully we didn't piss any of them off, but nobody said anything or...
Yeah. I still haven't really met too many of our neighbors, but...
I've met enough. Sorry.
And then also, like I said, it's a 2-car trailer. It's like 40 feet, I want to say. And it's pretty, like, low to the ground in the back. And Ashley said we have a steep driveway. It's not too steep, but basically the only way to get the trailer into the backyard was... I had to go across the front lawn with it. Carefully. Didn't mess up the grass, though, so we're good.
Yeah, very slowly. And luckily, Tennessee did not get snow at that time. Like, the last time they got snow was the last time we were here, beginning of January.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. But this time, from that storm, we only got some rain before we got here. So, at least... Thank God there was no, like, the lawn wasn't covered in snow or anything.
Right. Wasn't too bad.
Yeah. But we didn't move the trailer into the backyard until the next morning.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not doing this tonight in the dark and we're exhausted. Like, no.
Yeah. We got some sleep when we tried it the next day and it went in, thankfully.
Yeah, we slept like 4 hours and then did it.
But besides that, so we brought some stuff with us. Like, we brought our beds, our nightstand. Like, I brought my nightstand, my dresser, And that was basically it. So we had to do some furniture shopping. Mm-hmm. You want to know what Ashley hates doing? Furniture shopping and assembling. She hates it with a passion.
Everything and anything about furniture, honestly. Like, I don't do colors. I don't know. It doesn't work in my brain. Like, luckily, the house that we bought, we got lucky with the colors, I think.
Yeah.
There's only one room that we gotta take care of, the colors.
Eventually.
Because that was their daughter's room. And, it's very vibrant right now. But it's not a top priority. But all the other rooms and the rest of the house, like, pretty neutral colors.
Yeah.
So you would think, it's not that bad to buy furniture for and match, and I still don't know. So yeah, hate furniture shopping, hate trying to, I don't know, like, I like decorating and, like, design and stuff like that, but the color part, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not the best. And then, yeah, assembling furniture, not a fan whatsoever. Moving furniture, no, sorry.
The daughter's room, it was, the ceiling fan was paint matched to the walls.
Yeah.
So one of the first things I did was I took the fan apart and switched the blades over so it was wood again.
Yeah, because it was only painted on the one side.
Yeah. So Scalzo pointed that out, actually. So thanks, Scalzo.
Yeah, so that's taken care of, but the walls are still bright purple and blue.
Exactly.
So yeah,
very bright, very vibrant.
Very.
But we wound up, we went furniture shopping one day. And, no, 2 days, 2 days.
Technically 2.
And we decided that we don't like furniture shopping. So we wound up driving 3 hours round trip to another part of Tennessee to pick up our couch and love seat.
Yep.
But it was worth it.
It was worth it.
We got a really good price on it. It was 5-year armrest to armrest warranty.
Yeah.
Everything included.
Yeah. Yeah, we what was I gonna say? Oh, it was the one couch because it was. I fucking hate furniture shopping. It was the one couch that we were both like, wow, like, okay, yeah, we like this one.
And not because of all the extra special features on it, just we like the color, the comfort, and
yeah, sitting in it, I was like, okay, yeah, this is comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a fan of leather couches whatsoever.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't look at a leather couch and see comfort. That's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't even like leather seats in the cars.
No. Not at all.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it's not comfortable to me.
Right.
Like, I know fabric and cloth, whatever, like, it's hard to clean. I get that part, but I just find more comfort in it. So, this couch is fabric, but it's fine. But yeah, it has a lot of extra features that we would not have wanted or picked. It just happened to be the couch that we really liked.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we got an amazing deal on it because we went to this, like, warehouse type place to buy it. Like, it's not, they have, like, scratch and dent stuff.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff that they have is all new.
Yeah.
So.
Like, we went there, we got a freezer. We bought an open box, but when I went to pick it up, they're like, yeah, no, it's gone. So they just wanted to give us a brand new one. It's still sealed in a box for the same price. So that worked out. But like our washer and dryer was scratch and dent, used. Maybe not even used, just scratch and...
Yeah, it was. They weren't used because they still had all the wrapping and stuff.
Yeah.
They just had scratches like on the front glass.
Right.
Which, who the fuck cares about that?
Yeah.
Like, who's looking at my washer and dryer?
Right. We still got a really good price on those too. So then we went back for I was like, we're probably not going to find anything here, but let's just at least go check. And of course, we found it there, but we had to drive hour and a half each way to go pick up the couches, which is fine. Whatever.
And we went to 2 different ones by us. Yeah. Neither of them had this couch in stock. Exactly. One of them had just a love seat.
Yeah. They're like, you can wait like we should be getting it back in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But all we had was like a novelty like Coors Light football chair, which was not comfortable, and a beanbag chair. That was all we had for living room furniture. So we're like, I didn't want to. Like I said, I knew I was starting work in a couple weeks, so I wanted to try and get as much.
A week.
Yeah, I was starting work in a week, so I wanted to try and get as much done and picked up and assembled and everything that I can get done in this amount of time before I started work, because I didn't know what my schedule was going to be like. So.
And then also, like you said, the President's Day sales. Yeah. So we wanted to, if we could find good deals for President's Day, we did. Yeah. I think the only, because the couches weren't like a President's Day sale, right? I don't think.
Weren't they?
Actually, yeah, I think they were.
They definitely were.
Yeah, they were. I don't know why I said that.
They definitely were.
They were. So yeah, I think everything was on President's Day sale.
Everything but the dining room set.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was Facebook Marketplace.
Such a good deal.
Amazing deal. Don't sleep on Marketplace.
For a dining room table and chairs, that's one thing, but for a couch, I wouldn't buy off the Marketplace. Yeah. But like hardwood furniture that you can clean.
Yeah, you clean it.
It was literally 6 miles from. Well, nice. Did I just mumble? Literally, like it was literally 6 miles from our house, 15 minutes away. Yeah. Went over there and the guy's like, Ashley's like, "Yeah, take $50 off." Sure, take it.
No, he was like, "Let me ask my wife."
Yeah.
Then he asked her. He's like, "Yeah." She said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Like, okay. Gave him the money. He's like, "Let me go give it to the boss."
Yeah. He helped me load it into the truck. We got everything in one shot. We got the dining room table, 4 chairs, a bench, and a buffet. Everything in the bed of the truck, one shot. Yeah. Done.
Yeah, that was a very good deal. I'm really happy you found that.
I'm always on Facebook Marketplace looking. Mm-hmm. Usually for cars, but...
It doesn't... Again, the colors... I don't...
Not the best color match.
It definitely doesn't match our kitchen that well. But, I mean, like, it does, but... It's the same... It's wood, which... So are our cabinets. Yeah. Our kitchen cabinets, but they're like, it's a darker wood than the kitchen cabinets. Yeah. It's okay. They're, in my eyes, like, it's all still pretty neutral colors. Right. So I'm like, whatever. It looks nice. I like it. Yeah. It's not, like, you could tell it's got little, like, dents and, like, scratches here and there. Right. Nothing crazy. Like, I feel like I almost rather have something like that, because then if there's a blemish or something that we...
Right. If we had a brand new set and we scratched it, it'd be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not as concerned about, like, damaging it. Right. I'm not trying to damage it, but you know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's like also, our cabinets in our kitchen, they were, like, custom made. The last homeowners had them done or whatever, or the person before them, I don't know. Yeah. But those are, like, custom made, like, really big, deep cabinets, and they're like old school wood. Yeah. They look really nice. Like they need a little bit of TLC, but like...
Yeah, they're not perfect, but yeah, they're custom, like very different. So like trying to match that, you can't. Right. So I think we did pretty good.
Yeah. For what we paid, and for, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Like I said, like there's still wood. Like it's not like we got like a marble table to try to match our, like...
Exactly. Or, like, glass table to match, like, the wood.
Yeah, like, it wouldn't match this... Like, at least it matches the style. Right. I think.
Kind of.
I don't know. An interior designer would probably come in and cry.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. It looks nice.
But, besides Marketplace and then the other place, Wayfair for...
Bedroom.
The bed, the nightstands, 2 of them, the dresser, and then Ashley's desk. Mm-hmm. And I didn't think I hated flat pack furniture. Now I do. It sucks. It's great for shipping and for carrying it. Like I had to go out and buy a hand truck to carry everything up the stairs. Like the FedEx guy would just leave it at the garage. So I had to bring everything inside and set it, like, It was heavy. But honestly, for the price we paid on Wayfair, it was very good quality, I want to say.
Yeah. Like, I'm surprised
Yeah.
at how good of quality, like, and everything. There's so many fucking parts.
Yeah.
So many parts to everything. But that makes it very sturdy. Like,
Yes.
everything was, like, solid. Like, very sturdy.
Solid, heavy. And the one thing, the last...
Did Danny mention it was all really heavy?
Even the fucking couch. I had to call my friend. I'm like, hey, man, I'm sorry. Like, can you help me carry this couch in? Because there was no easy way to bring it in. Like,
I tried. Like, I lifted it up, and I was like, no.
We had to lift it over our heads and just...
I'm like, I think I'd pass out if I try to carry this up the stairs.
And did I say, like, I try to get as much done as possible in a short amount of time? So I wasn't really at, like, full potential here either, but my buddy came over and helped me out, carry the couch, and it was... Thank you again.
Thanks, Mappa.
Yeah. But, the other stuff from Wayfair, it's like, these boxes are heavy. So,
Heavy.
like, the first day, I'm like, oh, let me do the dresser. So I did that, and then, Ashley, I guess she didn't read the dimensions properly or what. But when we moved, we both had full-size dressers. We're moving into our master bedroom, or, what am I supposed to say? Primary bedroom? Yeah. And, it's like, fuck. Now we went from 2 full-size dressers to now it's like we have 1 smaller dresser. I'm like, what the fuck happened here? But
he's building it. He's like, you see the size of these drawers? I'm like, yeah, why? What's up?
Very, very tiny.
Like half the size of the drawers that we had.
Yeah. So I'm like all day, like it didn't take me all day, but it took a while because I'm sitting there like trying to put it together, and I want to like the directions are contradicting themselves. Like I put it together one way, and it says like, oh, move it this way now, like whatever. So we did that. Then the next day we did the bed.
Yeah.
That was like a million pieces, but it came out really nice. And I had to move some stuff around again on that because like it says to put it this way, then I have to put it that way, whatever. But it's done.
And this bed, I just want to say, like, again, like I was skeptical about Wayfair, especially for the price.
Yeah.
Like, the prices.
Yeah, it's because I had to put it together.
It was more money off because of the President's Day sales.
Yeah.
And it got here so fast too.
Yeah.
But either way, I was skeptical, but we were looking on like Home Depot, we were looking on Amazon for like a bed frame.
Yeah.
And most of these bed frames were rated like, what was it, like 400 pound capacity?
Yeah.
This one from Wayfair has 1,000 pound capacity.
Yeah.
Like over the top, like
it's a little excessive.
Right. Like I really hope you don't need 1,000 pound capacity.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you like how sturdy, like it's, if you see like the bed, the way it's made, like it's legit.
Yeah. There's like cross beams and supports and this, and it was.
Yeah. There's like 4 like vertical beams and there's like 12 or 14
like
horizontal beams. Yeah. Like metal too.
Yeah. And it was a lot to put together, but it is what it is. Like it's very nice and sturdy.
Yes.
But I'm on like my hands and knees building this fucking furniture. I got like rug burn on my knees now because I'm like crawling around the floor. And then the final piece of furniture I had to assemble was the 2 nightstands. And it was just one box, and it was supposed to be 2 nightstands. I'm like, babe, we're missing a box of nightstands. She's like, no, it's both in there. I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah, because it said quantity 1, but it was a set of 2.
Yeah. He's
like, no, there's got to be another box that we're missing. He's like, this is only 1 nightstand. I'm like, no, it's both.
Yeah.
And I won Texas Roadhouse because of it.
I'm like, if there's 2 nightstands in this box, I'll buy a Texas Roadhouse tonight. Sure enough, last night with Texas Roadhouse. But it's I take it out. I take it all apart and I sort it all out because I want to make sure I don't have any, like, nothing's missing before I start building it.
Yeah.
And it's like I read the instructions. It's like one of these, and then there's 2. I'm like, this is one of these, and there's 2. I'm like, fuck, there's 2 in here. So I'm building 2 nightstands, like same, like step by step, Like, do this one, do this
Simultaneously.
one, do this one, do this one. I'm on the floor. I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm like, I wish I had like a workbench. I'm like, dumbass, there's a beer pong table in the garage. So I started building them on the beer pong table. It was so much better. Mm-hmm. I figured it out in the last one. So much better.
We built like 17 pieces of furniture. Not really. We assembled a lot. And then the last half of what Danny's assembling, he's like, oh, let me get a table.
And also the nightstands. They're like miniature size. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
They're not that bad.
They're tiny.
If they were any bigger, they really wouldn't fit next to our bed.
They're mini.
They have 2 drawers. But like
2 drawers?
Pretty deep drawers.
Pretty deep.
Yeah.
You out of your mind?
They're not that bad.
You could probably fit like, I don't know, I could probably fit like 4 pairs of socks in one drawer.
No, it's not that tiny.
They seem that small.
No, he's exaggerating. And he's also not coming to terms with the fact that he has to get rid of things.
I've been actively getting rid of stuff. Before we left New York, I donated like 15 bags of clothes.
Yeah, and it wasn't even enough.
I know, I still take rid of more, whatever.
That's wild.
But it's like, when you're doing all this stuff, right, you're unpacking and doing this and buying furniture, you have so many boxes.
Oh my God.
And garbage, like styrofoam and like just...
I fucking hate styrofoam. It's the worst thing ever. It's like the styrofoam that they pack the boxes with. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Because it falls apart and then it gets everywhere and then you can't even clean it up because it sticks to everything. Like, you try to sweep up styrofoam, like, you can't.
No, you can't.
Ugh, it's the worst thing ever.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
And then it's like we're trying to put it, like, break it down and put it, like, in garbage bags so that we could throw it out. And, like, it's the worst. And then the garbage bag is, like, weightless.
Yeah.
And we didn't sign up for garbage service yet.
Right.
Because, like, in our area, like, you have to, like, pay for garbage service or bring it to the dump yourself.
Right.
Which there are towns on Long Island that do that.
Yeah, like Greenport.
Greenport, I think parts of Manorville.
Maybe.
Or,
Spionk or whatever.
Yeah, like, there's... I mean, I think most people just pay for it, but, like...
Right.
You have the option to bring it to the dump, and it's free. Like, you don't pay anything. Like, you're bringing it yourself and
right.
putting it in the dumpster, but it's literally, like, not even 10 minutes away from us.
Right.
So we didn't mind. But we've had so much fucking garbage. And putting it in the bed of your truck, again, like these light-ass bags of styrofoam. Exactly.
I don't have a cap or a cover or anything, so it's just chilling back there.
Yeah.
So I'm driving slow.
So we gotta try to, like, put this fucking styrofoam at the bottom and try to put heavier bags on top, but we don't have, like, a lot of heavy bags yet.
Yeah,
like,
it's just the two of us.
So yeah, we did that, what, like 3 times at least now? 4?
4.
So much garbage.
Yeah. So many boxes and garbage.
Yeah, between, like, all the furniture and then, like, I unpacked the entire kitchen. Like,
yeah.
Luckily, like, very grateful that we got a lot from our my bridal shower for the wedding. Like, we stocked almost our entire kitchen from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, opening all the boxes to, like, the little appliances and, like, just everything. So much garbage.
Silverware and cups and bowls and plates. And
yeah. If whoever is working at the dump, like, if they remember us, they're probably like, what? How the fuck do they have this much garbage?
Yeah. They just see the dually pull in again. They're like, what the? They were just here yesterday.
Yeah.
Why is the bed full again? It's like, instead of us paying for garbage service, like, we could just do that for right now, at least, because
it's really not bad.
If we were paying for service, like, they wouldn't get everything in one try, like we are. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we can't put that much garbage out to the curb.
I think you pay for garbage service, you get 1 garbage can.
Yeah,
and they come, like, twice a week or whatever. It's like, we're doing more than that, so why pay for it if we could just do it ourselves right now?
Yeah, like, granted, like, we're not gonna have this much garbage all the time. This was just, the initial setting up.
Yeah.
So it won't be that bad going forward.
Right.
I mean, we're still getting, like, we had to order some stuff off Amazon. Well, we didn't have to, but, like, we had, like, some gift cards, whatever. Like, so we did a big Amazon order.
Plus
so we're still getting...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, we're still getting stuff, and we're still going to have, like, some fucking boxes. But
Yeah. Didn't we also have, like, 20% off our first order after the wedding?
Yes.
That's why we did a big order?
Yeah, because we did our, fun fact, if you're getting married or having a shower or whatever. I think it works for baby showers, too.
Okay.
I don't know. But if you're registered on Amazon, and if like the gifts that were purchased off your registry equals like more than $400, I think it is. I don't remember exactly. But if it's more than a certain amount that basically like people spent, then you get a 20% off coupon code to use. I think it's up to 90 days after your event date.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had 90 days after the wedding date to use this coupon code, and yeah. So we did that as part of our big order.
Yeah.
Of just like whatever else we needed at the moment.
Yeah. It worked out, you know.
Yeah.
Except for that trash can that came in today.
Yeah, that thing was fucked. Because dumbasses, they decided to put a metal wire trash can that I got from my office in between a Keurig box and an Ashvac box.
For the fireplace.
Yeah. A giant Amazon box with these two big boxes inside and the wire trash can smashed in the middle.
Demolished. Like what the fuck?
He's like, you ordered a trash can? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, you gotta order a replacement. I'm like, why? He's like, look at it.
This thing's fucked.
Stupid.
But I think we've been talking for a little while now. We should probably wrap this up.
Yes.
But before we do that, I have a funny story that happened literally today.
So,
Ashley and I, this is our second attempt today to go to the DMV to get our licenses here.
yeah.
And this time was successful because we had all the proper paperwork. And on the way home, we're like, oh, I wanted to stop and wash my truck because it was absolutely disgusting from the trip down. But we stopped to get food because we were hungry. And we're like, oh, we haven't gone to Taco Bell down here yet. So we went to Taco Bell.
It was just there. It was quick.
It was on the way home. It was right there. It was on the right side of the road. Every restaurant Ashley chose was on the other side of the road, and I didn't feel like making a turn, so
I made like 3 other suggestions. You're like, no, it's on the other side of the road. Like, it's so inconvenient.
all the traffic, like, there was
a lot of traffic at that point. Today.
So I had to play like parking spot roulette. I went to one spot. I'm like, this is a bad spot. Let me move to this spot over here.
In this tiny ass parking lot.
No, the first spot I chose, like, if someone like.
Well, why would you choose that spot?
Because it was wide enough for my dually. All right. Either way, we're sitting inside eating our food, and this guy walks up. Very New Yorker of me. I'm just sitting there, like, I put my wallet back in my pocket because I was looking at my new paper license. It looks just like the regular license. It's just paper. And they gave it to you, like, here you go. They took my New York license. Here you go. This is what you get now until your new one comes in the mail.
Yeah, I'm sad. They took our licenses.
Yeah. But the guy walks up to me. He's like, hey, is that your dually out there? I'm like, yeah, it is. He's like, yeah. I'm like, what is that? And he gives us this whole big story about how, like, apparently in this part of town, if it's not bolted down, someone's going to steal it from you or whatever, or some shit. Like, his trailer broke down on the side of the road. He needs to pay for a new tire. And he's short, and he ran his credit card. It's maxed out. He's got no cash on him, this and that. He told me his name. He showed me his license. He's 64 and a half years old, and he's just a hardworking man. Got callus on his hand. This whole big story.
Mm-hmm.
To basically say, like, look, I'm just trying to get the money to pay them, to pay the company, to get my trailer back.
I'm just sitting here trying to finish my Mexican pizza.
Right. He's like, I don't want to lose all my tools. I just want to get, like, pay. Like, I want to get my money I want to pay up to pay the towing company to get my trailer back. He's like, look, I already sold my pocket knife, but I got this Milwaukee tape measure. He's like, I just need $17 to finish, like, to get the amount of money I need to pay the towing company back to get my trailer back. Put a new tire on my trailer. I look at it and it's a Milwaukee magnetic 25-foot tape measure. I guess a nice one, right? So I'm like, I just took $20 out of my pocket. I'm like, here you go. And now I'm the proud owner of a Milwaukee tape measure, and I bought it at Taco Bell today. Never thought I would ever say that sentence in my life, but I bought a Milwaukee 25-foot magnetic tape measure for $20 from a 64-and-a-half-year-old guy at Taco Bell. And
with big numbers too. Yeah,
big numbers, large print numbers. I'm a proud owner because as soon as he walked away, I went on the Home Depot app and I'm like, I underpaid. It's $24 brand new plus tax from Home Depot, and I paid $20.
He was only asking for 17.
Yeah, I didn't have 17. I had 20. So
should have asked him for $3 back, motherfucker.
I still underpaid though. It looks like brand new. Maybe he stole it. I don't fucking know. But
Danny's like, he definitely just stole this. I'm like, God damn it.
It's like the beggars in New York, but he was bartering, not begging.
At least, yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Makes you feel better. You got something out of it.
Exactly.
And it's legit. It might be stolen, but it's
a Milwaukee. You know what I mean? It's a nice one. It's a nice one. I underpaid. It's something useful. It's a tape measure. I'm always going to use a tape measure. We've been using it all over the fucking place here. Mm-hmm. And, I just wanted to say, the New Yorker thing finally happened. Like, someone asked me for money, but at least they bartered with me. So, yeah. I was pretty happy about that. Got a nice new Milwaukee tape measure. But, like, at first, Ashley and I both thought, like, he was going to ask me, like, pull his trailer somewhere. Like, his truck broke down.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, what is he?
Like, his boss was coming from, like, a couple towns over. He's not going to get there till 5:30. He's got his grandson in the I don't fucking know. He had a whole big story.
That was quite a story.
But at the end, he just wanted to sell his tape measure for $17.
Yeah.
So I overpaid by $3, but I'm still very happy about it.
You gave him a $3 tip.
I did.
Damn.
He didn't flip the screen over and ask me to sign and choose an option. But I just gave him a $3 tip. In there. Yeah. It's fine. Whatever.
Danny got.
No. I didn't get got this time because I underpaid for a high quality item. My freeloading kindness. Don't have a job, but here's $20 for a tape measure I don't need.
As soon as he brought up the tape measure and he was like, "Oh, for $17." Right away I was like, "Oh, I don't have any cash on me. Like, get the fuck out of here." But Danny's like, "Huh." I'm like, "What? Are you really going for this right now?" Like any other time, that's my immediate reaction if somebody's asking for money. Now I sound like an asshole, but you know what I mean?
He said his grandson's in the truck. He doesn't want to lose his tools. I'm like, a $20 tape measure? Fuck it.
And I'm like, I don't have any cash on me. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And Danny's like,
I'm unemployed.
Pulling out his wallet. I'm like, are you out of your mind right now? And then he walks out of Taco Bell after Danny's got the Milwaukee tape measure on the table at Taco Bell. This guy walks out, and I'm like, where's he going? Is he by your truck? I'm paranoid now.
No, he walked into Krispy Kreme to tell somebody the same story. That pocket knife he already sold, it's back in his pocket all of a sudden.
Going to hustle somebody else.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, like I said, if I would have looked on the Home Depot website and that Milwaukee tape measure was less than $20, I would have been upset. But nope.
Well, I wonder if his boss is going to be mad. He's like, you sold what?
Imagine it's his boss's tape measure, not his.
That's what I'm saying. Does all this stuff belong to the company that he works for?
Shit, I don't know. Belongs to me now.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was something else. That was funny. I mean, yeah.
Hey, he got me, I guess, with this southern charm. I don't fucking know.
That was funny.
It's a good tape measure. I'm gonna use it.
And he's like, worth it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good story. But long story short, now that it's an hour in, thank you for listening. We're just trying to navigate through being new homeowners.
Yeah.
And
in a new state.
In a whole new state down south. Yeah, I don't know. It still kind of doesn't feel that real to me.
It still feels like we have to leave soon.
Yeah, like that's what we keep saying. Like we've been here, what, 2 weeks now? Fully.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, like it still feels like we're just here, we're doing all this stuff, and then when we're done, like we got to go back home.
Right.
But we don't. But it doesn't feel like that yet.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's also weird because, like, we've never... Like, when we were in the tractor trailer, we were gone for 3 weeks and back for 9 days.
Yeah, like we always went back.
Yeah. Out for 3 weeks again, back for 9 days. But this time we left and we're not coming back soon. We'll be back eventually, like not moving back, but...
Yeah. Like we, the majority of our like all of our immediate family is on Long Island. Like, a lot of our family and friends are there.
Yeah.
So we're going to be back to visit.
Exactly.
I can't not visit.
Right.
But, yeah, we've never not gone back. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, even I went away to college for not that long. But, like, I went back home on weekends a lot because I was right in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It's just a ferry ride away from Long Island.
Exactly.
So
we're
waiting for it to hit.
Yeah. It's probably going to get more real for me tomorrow because I start my job.
Yeah, like working here, it's going to, yeah.
We'll get into a rhythm and a flow. But the main thing for me at least is like, this is my first time really leaving. I never went away to college or anything. Mm-hmm. The most that I left was like I would go for like a car show for a weekend or like summer
trips.
camp or whatever. Yeah, or the tractor trailer. But this time we left and it's like all of my family and friends. Like we have a couple friends here in Tennessee, but like all of our family and friends, like I miss them.
Yeah.
I still talk to my parents, if not every other day, every day. Mm-hmm. Like my friends call, text, whatever, Snapchat, obviously.
Yeah, I'm always really bad at keeping in touch with people. I feel like except for my parents. Like my parents, I've been, talking to them every day.
Yeah.
But besides them, I don't know, for whatever reason, I don't know. I feel like I'm bothering people.
Yeah. I'm on the phone every day, all the time.
Yeah, to Danny, I'm like, oh, did you call this person today? Have you talked to this person? Like, I'm like making sure he keeps up with his people. But like me, I'm like, not today.
Yeah. We leave the DMV today and I call my grandfather because I haven't spoken to him in a couple of days. And just to, hey, what's going on? He's like, how's the boss? I'm like, I haven't started any job yet. He's like, no, the boss lady. I'm like, oh, my wife. She's good. Thanks. But, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't hear from us today or tomorrow, like, it's not that we don't care. Like, we are just very busy.
Yeah. I think about everybody every day.
Yeah.
In my head. Just got to get it to the phone, I guess.
Yeah. And for the listeners, we're sorry. Like, again, we missed 2
Danny's
weeks.
Sorry.
All right. I'm sorry, guys. Your boy,
I'm just
Danny.
saying, like, people get busy. It's okay. There's no reason to apologize.
So I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Also, real quick, I give a lot of credit to people that move, buy a house, whatever it may be, buy a house, rent an apartment, rent a house, whatever, move away, whatever, by yourself. That I give you a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to do this by myself. Like, I could, I guess, but I really wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, at least we have each other and we like each other. So
right.
That makes it a little easier.
Definitely.
But yeah, people that do this by themselves, I'm like, pfft. Like our friend, one of our friends that lives here, his wife, she, we hang out with them, whatever. She said she's been on her own since 19.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. Like, and she moved here from California
By herself.
by herself.
That's wild.
Yeah, like, it's crazy to me when people do that. Like, props to you.
Like, we're a 12 to 14 hour drive back home. She's on the other side of the country from her family and friends. It's like, that's wild. And sorry, it is very, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to think about and do. And then physically moving everything you own, packing it into a trailer or a truck or whatever, like it starts to settle in a little bit there, but it's it's not easy.
No.
You know? And like, I guess the main part of the physical aspect of like moving all of your shit by yourself, hire movers. If you need a reference for movers, I didn't use them myself personally, but I got a buddy that owns a moving company. If you're moving off of Long Island, let me know. I'll put you in contact.
Yeah, I could see why people say it's worth it.
Hire the fucking movers. I didn't do it myself. Because I'm like, oh, I got this. No, I don't got this. It sucked. Hire the fucking movers. We did it. But hire the movers.
I'm still exhausted, but we did it.
Yeah. And don't rent a budget rental van. Don't do it.
No, fuck them. Cars are fine, but
yeah,
not their vans.
No, yeah.
But we're going to have plenty more stories for you. And, you know, as we navigate through this new chapter in our life, you could say.
Yeah. I wonder what I'm going to buy at Bojangles.
What are you going to buy? What? I'm sorry? What are you going to buy?
It took a second for it to sink in on her.
What? No, I still don't get it.
You still don't get it?
What did you say?
I wonder what I'm going to buy for Bojangles. Instead of chicken, maybe instead of a tape measure, I'll get something else. Maybe I'll get a weed whacker or leaf blower or something.
I'm going to see that same guy. Oh my god, we got to start just going through the drive-thru.
Maybe I'll get his pocket knife next time. I don't know.
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
We're back
again
as back to our schedule. So keep an ear out, keep an eye out every Tuesday.
And also, now that we're in our new podcast studio space, once we finish putting away the stuff in here, we're gonna hopefully set up video.
There he goes, making promises again.
I said no, hopefully. That's the plan, okay?
Yeah, we've been saying it for weeks. We know that. We know.
We're gonna try.
But we're gonna do it because now, like you said, we got a semi-permanent space.
There she goes, making promises. Not me. Also, we upgraded our beer pong table. I mean, our podcast table. Now it's a black one.
Yeah, it's classy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used it for beer pong at our wedding.
Oh, yeah.
It was our dining room table for a little bit, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, back to our regular schedule. All your podcast platforms, 8 o'clock on Tuesday. And then YouTube on Wednesday at some point. And we thank you all for listening and coming back. And that's it. Who's fucking?
Who's fucking?